He did not lose his empire in court. He did not lose it to competitors. He did not lose it to the market. He lost it with a single signature, placed on a document he did not fully read, handed to him by the one man he trusted more than himself. They grew up together. Same streets, same hunger, same promise that if one made it out, the other would never be left behind. While other friendships faded, theirs hardened. They survived setbacks, side by side, learning early that loyalty mattered more than comfort. When money was absent, trust was easy. One of them was quiet and methodical. He thought in systems and time. He planned 5 steps ahead and believed discipline was the highest form of intelligence. The other was magnetic. He spoke easily. People trusted him instinctively. He could enter a room of strangers and leave with allies. Together, they felt balanced. Their first business nearly failed. They made mistakes that cost them sleep and pride. But they adapted. Slowly, revenue stabilized. Then it grew. Then it multiplied. What began as survival turned into momentum. Contracts grew larger. Employees multiplied. Investors noticed. As the money increased, so did the pressure. Decisions became heavier. Mistakes became more expensive. Advisors appeared, warning about structure and control. They talked about safeguards, separation of authority, and accountability. The quiet one listened politely, but dismissed it internally. This was not just a partner. This was his brother. When expansion opportunities arrived, they arrived fast. International markets, new investors, large sums moving quickly. The paperwork was endless. Lawyers sent documents daily. Banks demanded guarantees. Everyone wanted speed. The quiet one was exhausted. He was managing growth, employees, strategy, and crises all at once. And the charismatic one noticed the fatigue. "Let me handle this," he said. "You trust me. We need to move fast." The document did not look dangerous. Dense language, legal phrasing. Nothing alarming at a glance. It felt routine, just another approval. Another step forward. He signed. That moment did not feel important. There was no tension, no warning, no hesitation, just ink on paper. That night, they celebrated, talked about legacy, about how far they had come, about how no one could ever break what they built together. Power had already shifted. At first, the changes were subtle. Meetings he was not invited to. Decisions communicated after they were made. Financial reports arriving late. Small delays that could be explained away. He ignored the discomfort. Then one morning, he tried to authorize a routine transfer. Access denied. He assumed it was a technical problem. Systems fail. Passwords expire. He called the bank calmly, expecting a quick fix. The tone changed immediately. He was told to contact company legal. Legal redirected him to his partner. The word felt wrong. He went to the office early the next morning, determined to resolve it face to face. Security stopped him at the entrance, not aggressively. Respectfully, as if following orders, they did not question. Inside the boardroom, lawyers were waiting. His partner sat at the head of the table, calm, composed, prepared. The truth unfolded slowly, methodically, without emotion. The signature he had provided activated clauses tied to performance benchmarks, benchmarks that had already been manipulated. Revenue streams had been redirected, expenses inflated, risk overstated. On paper, the company appeared unstable. Instability triggered a control clause. Operational authority transferred legally and immediately, he argued. He presented internal data. He pointed out inconsistencies. None of it mattered. Law does not interpret intent. It enforces text. "This is not personal," his partner said. "It is business." That sentence destroyed something permanent. From that day forward, everything unraveled quickly. Employees he had hired were dismissed. Assets were sold quietly. Properties transferred to unfamiliar entities. Cash disappeared through channels that appeared legitimate on the surface. The narrative outside shifted just as fast. Press releases framed him as reckless. Internal memos blamed his leadership. Rumors spread among investors. Friends distanced themselves. Calls stopped coming. His name became a liability. He tried to fight back. Lawsuits drained resources. Appeals moved slowly. Funding dried up. Power attracted money, and money protected power. Each month left him weaker. Then came the final notice. The company filed for bankruptcy. Not because it failed, because it had been emptied. His partner walked away untouched. No charges, no consequences, just wealth and silence. The empire was gone. Rebuilding after betrayal is slower than rebuilding after failure. Failure teaches lessons. Betrayal rewires instincts. He started again with less money and far more caution. Every agreement was scrutinized. Every partnership documented. Trust was no longer assumed. Years passed. The empire he lost never returned, but something else formed. Precision. Discipline. Control. One night, a message arrived from an unsaved number. "Can we talk?" He knew immediately who it was. Against judgment, he agreed. They met privately. No lawyers. No witnesses. The man across from him looked different. Older, worn. The confidence that once filled rooms now flickered. "I thought once I had control, I would feel complete," the man said. Silence answered him. "But it never ends," he continued. "You always want more. And the more you take, the less you keep." He admitted what money could not hide. Lost friendships, broken family ties, always feeling on edge. Wealth without peace. The man who lost the empire finally spoke. "I lost more than money. You lost belief." There was no reconciliation. Some lines cannot be Today, he teaches one rule above all others. Never confuse loyalty with protection. Never replace systems with emotion. Never sign what you do not control. Empires do not always fall loudly. Sometimes they collapse quietly. With up in. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more stories like this.